Have you ever wondered why those who chase money always seem exhausted, while a select few effortlessly draw wealth toward them? Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a book that unlocks this mystery. Penned by Robert Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter, this masterpiece weaves a tale of two fathers, offering profound lessons in financial intelligence that school books never teach. On one side stands Poor Dad, a man who relies on hard work and a steady job to get by, and on the other, Rich Dad, a visionary who masters the art of making money work for him. This isn't just a book about wealth, it's a roadmap to transform your mindset. Get ready for a journey that will lead you to the doorstep of financial freedom and make you question, what are you really doing with your money? Chapter 1. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The book opens with Robert Kiyosaki introducing his two fathers. Poor Dad, his biological father, was a highly educated teacher and government employee with a PhD, yet he struggled financially throughout his life. He believed that a good education and a secure job were the keys to success. In contrast, Rich Dad, the father of his best friend Mike, had only an 8th grade education but became a successful entrepreneur. He taught that wealth comes from making money work for you, not working for money. When Kiyosaki was 9, he and Mike tried to make money, prompting Rich Dad to teach them that the poor and middle class work for money, while the rich make money work for them. This chapter highlights the gap in financial education and sets the stage for rethinking money. Key lesson: your mindset and financial education determine whether you'll be rich or poor. Chapter 2. The Rich Buy Assets. Rich Dad introduces a fundamental concept, the difference between assets and liabilities. An asset puts money in your pocket, e.g., rental properties, stocks, while a liability takes money out, e.g., car loans, mortgages. Poor Dad believed his house was his greatest asset, but Rich Dad explained that if it doesn't generate income and requires payments, it's a liability. The chapter emphasizes that the middle class often spends on luxuries and liabilities, whereas the rich prioritize buying income-generating assets. Through a game, Rich Dad shows the boys how assets build wealth over time. Key lesson: to achieve financial freedom, focus on acquiring assets, not liabilities or appearances. Chapter 3. Mind Your Own Business. Kiyosaki explains that most people get trapped in the rat race, a cycle of jobs, bills, and expenses. Rich Dad advises separating your profession, your job, from your business, building assets. For example, a doctor might earn from their practice, but should invest in real estate or stocks to create wealth. People often make mistakes due to fear of losing money or greed, wanting to spend more. Rich Dad stresses sharpening your financial mind and taking calculated risks. Key lesson: invest your money so it generates income for you. Chapter 4. The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations. This chapter delves into taxes and the benefits of business structures. Rich Dad explains that in the US, taxes, introduced in 1913, burden the average person, taking a chunk of their hard-earned income. However, the wealthy use corporations to reduce taxes and protect assets. For instance, business owners can deduct expenses like travel or meals as business costs, lowering their taxable income. Poor Dad, unaware of this system, paid full taxes on his earnings. Rich Dad calls this a legal way to play the money game smarter. Key lesson: understanding the tax system and legal structures helps you safeguard your wealth. Chapter 5. The Rich Invent Money. Here, creativity and opportunity recognition take center stage. Rich Dad teaches that money isn't handed to you, you create it. Kiyosaki shares how he bought a cheap house and turned it into a rental income source. He argues that opportunities are everywhere, but most people miss them due to fear of risk or lack of financial knowledge. Rich Dad emphasizes that markets always fluctuate, and the prepared can capitalize on these shifts with courage and confidence. Key lesson: spot opportunities and use your knowledge to create wealth. Chapter 6. Work to learn, don't work for money. Kiyosaki urges readers to focus on assets rather than just a paycheck, which he sees as a short-term fix. Rich Dad suggests developing skills like investing, real estate, or business management. Schools train people to be employees, not owners, he notes. The author recounts how he and his wife, Kim, took risks in real estate and succeeded, illustrating the power of working for knowledge over money. Key lesson: invest your time in building assets, not just working a job. Chapter 7: Overcoming Obstacles. Rich Dad identifies 5 key obstacles to financial success. 1. Fear of failure or loss. 2. Cynicism, negative thoughts like I can't do this. 3. Laziness, avoiding hard work. 4. Bad habits, spending recklessly. 5. Arrogance, thinking you know everything. Overcoming these requires self-awareness and discipline. Kiyosaki, recognize and rise above your weaknesses. Key lesson: recognize and rise above. Chapter 8: Getting Started. This chapter offers practical steps. Set a strong goal, e.g., I want financial freedom, learn daily, read books, attend seminars, start small, buy a cheap stock or rental property. Take risks, but be calculated. Take risks, but be calculated. Kiyosaki stresses that mistakes are part of the learning process. Start now and grow from experience. Key lesson: begin today, even with small steps, and learn as you go. Chapter 9: Still Want More? Here are some to-dos. The final chapter inspires persistence and continuous learning. Kiyosaki advises staying patient, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, and building a network. He reminds readers that financial freedom is a long journey, but achievable with the right strategy. Key lesson: wealth is a journey. Embrace it and keep moving forward. Conclusion: Rich Dad, Poor Dad teaches that earning wealth is a game of mindset, education, and strategy. This book takes you out of conventional thinking and into wealth, investing, and self-education. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is more than a book. It's a philosophy that reveals true wealth lies not in your bank balance or paycheck, but in your mind. Rich Dad's lessons teach us that building assets, taking risks, and mastering financial literacy are the paths out of the rat race and into freedom. This book doesn't end, it sparks a new beginning within you. The question now is, are you ready to make your money work for you, or will you spend your life running after it? The journey is yours, and the reins are in your hands. So friends, now you have the knowledge that has made millions of people rich and successful. This book taught us that wealth and success are not achieved only by hard work, but by right thinking, self-belief, and constant effort. If you adopt these 9 principles in your life, then you too can change your fate. If you liked this video, then tell in the comment which lesson you liked the most, and share to spread this knowledge to others. 2. See more such inspirational videos, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon so that you do not miss any new video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.